Welcome back to my channel, Gringo Recaps. Please like this video and hit subscribe so we can continue on this crazy Colombian cinematic journey together. Welcome back, Colombia. I still don't know Spanish, and I just subjected myself to Monos, this 2019 Colombian film by Alejandro Landes. I watched the entire thing relying on subtitles like a drowning man clings to a life raft, and even then I was lost in the slang, the mumbling, and whatever weird Colombian guerrilla culture this thing was throwing at me. As a gringo, this movie felt like Lord of the Flies decided to do a collab with a gritty war drama and a psychedelic nature documentary, but everyone spoke in rapid Spanish that my brain couldn't process. The title Monos means monkeys, by the way, which makes perfect sense once you see these feral teens acting like actual wild animals. The story drops us on a foggy, isolated mountaintop where a squad of teenage commandos, the Monos, are guarding an American hostage they call Doctora. These kids have code names like Lady, Wolf, Rambo, Bigfoot, Smurf, and Dog. They're supposedly part of some unnamed revolutionary group, getting orders from a weird little guy called the Messenger, who shows up to bark commands and leave them with a milk cow named Shakira. Yeah, Shakira, because why not? Early on, we see this group on the mountain doing their chaotic military drills, playing weird games, and just being hormonal teenagers with guns. Lady and Wolf ask permission to hook up, like they're asking the teacher if they can date. The Messenger approves, and they celebrate with gunfire that accidentally kills the cow. The way these kids react, half celebration, half panic, is wild. The acting from the young cast, mostly non-professionals, is raw and intense, which works, but the dialogue is this mumbled, slang-heavy Spanish that even with subtitles felt like trying to read a text from your drunk friend. From my American perspective, it was like watching a messed-up summer camp where the counselors are armed revolutionaries. Later on, the shit gets really crazy. The group has to move the hostage through the jungle, dealing with internal power struggles, jealousy, paranoia, and the total breakdown of any order they had. The cinematography is stunning. Misty mountains, dense jungle, all shot beautifully. But the story becomes this feverish, disorienting trip. The kids' performances are hypnotic and unhinged, especially some of the leads who carry the emotional weight. However, the dialogue often feels pretentious or hard to follow, full of revolutionary jargon and slang that went straight over my head. As an American used to clear-cut Hollywood plots, I was yelling, "Just say what you mean," at the screen while subtitles blurred past. Near the end, we see the group dynamic completely fracturing as they move through different environments, from mountain to jungle to even wilder settings. Power shifts, alliances break, and these teens go full Lord of the Flies mode with guns and zero adult supervision. The tension is constant. The score by Mika Levi is eerie and pounding, and the visuals are next level. But man, the cultural gap hit hard. I have no reference for this Colombian guerrilla reality, so a lot of the deeper meaning about war, innocence, and power flew right past me. The acting is mostly strong and naturalistic, but some scenes drag with long, mumbled conversations that tested my subtitle patience. The whole film is this visceral, unsettling allegory about lost youth, blind obedience, and how quickly civilization collapses. No big Hollywood heroes or clear good guys, just a bunch of damaged kids playing soldier in the Colombian wilderness. From my zero-knowledge American viewpoint, it felt artsy, beautiful, and exhausting. Comparisons? It's Lord of the Flies meets Apocalypse Now light, but with way more fog and way less explanation. The movie doesn't hold your hand, which is probably deep and intentional, but for a gringo with no Spanish and no context, it often felt like pretentious suffering. This one will mess with your head in the most artsy way possible. Approach with strong coffee and low expectations. I'm giving this a 1 out of 10 for Spanish comprehension. Subtitles helped, but the slang and mumbling murdered me. 8 out of 10 for emotional damage. Beautiful, but bleak as hell. 4 out of 10 in understanding what happened. Pretty visuals. Zero clue about half the motivations. And the chance an American survives watching this movie? 47%. You'll survive, but you might question humanity and need a light comedy right after. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this recap. Drop a comment and let me know what epic Colombian movie I should review next.